You guys, it's just before 9 o'clock Sunday morning, June 23rd, 2024. I just had 2 service calls come in. They're kind of far away from each other too. One's in Salisbury and then one's Salisbury, Maryland. One's in Atlantic, Virginia. But here where I live, it's the Delmarva Peninsula. So Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia are all run up the East Coast here, and they're all within an hour. You can be in each state within an hour of each other, so it's not too bad. But we got one in Salisbury, Maryland, where our office is based out of, and then we have one in Atlantic, Virginia so far. And I've been pretty busy this round. Not too crazy. It's just been the calls have came in at weird times. So Friday night, I had 2 come in. One came in right around 5 o'clock, but the other one came in at 10:30 at night, and it was for a pet's emergency room. So they're going to be there all night. So I went ahead and ran both those. And then yesterday, I ran a call around 4 o'clock, and then one other one came in around 9 o'clock. So they've been coming in at weird times, except today 2 came in before 9 o'clock. So we're going to run those 2 this morning and see if anything else comes in. So it's my turn in the barrel on call, so I take it as it comes. Sometimes you get nothing, but when it's almost 100 outside, you get slammed. Now, let's go see what these 2 calls are about. All right. New cap put in. Let's see if we can get through this one pretty easy. Somebody installed this disconnect panel weird, so I'm just gonna put this back on real quick before I start it back up. She sounded a little crappy starting up, but at least it did start. Let's get this panel put back on. Here's our compressor. I'm going to keep this panel off for very long. 21 RLA, so good there. It's not very cold yet. Very high, very warm liquid line. So it's a pretty heavy load in the house. It's only around 9:30, and it's like 85 degrees in there. Suction line, but that will probably come down just under 20 degrees of subcooling. I'm sorry, just under 20 degrees of superheat. Right at almost 7 degrees of subcooling. 153 and 310. About 85 degrees. And just monitor the suction line temperature, make sure that comes down. But with a 85 degree house, it's going to be hot for a little while. It is cool to the touch. Customer just came out and told me it's already cooling, and I've only had it on for 10 minutes. So we just had a bad capacitor here. Happy to have an easy one on Sunday. All right, suction line temperature's coming down, but my subcooling has dropped a little bit too. I'm not gonna put any refrigerant in this right now. This lady customer does have a service agreement, which her service is coming up, so we'll check it then. Really hard to tell if it's low on charge when you have an over 80 degree house, but we're already making condensate. Very good. My meter, is it this one alone for now. Thought I heard that Bryant unit for her neighbor come on, but the compressor not start. It looks newer. I don't know, maybe it's just quiet where it's newer. Could have swore I didn't hear that compressor start though. Ah well, not my problem. And I got other calls to get to. Well, that was an easy one. I've done a ton of capacitors the past few days. When it gets hot out, if those capacitors are even a little weak or ready to go, they're certainly going to pop. So, yeah, probably between Thursday and today, I've done about at least 5 capacitors. So, and it's tough when you constantly use the parts on your truck, and before you get to the supply house, you know, and to get them replenished, you know. So, all right, we're going to get some gas and then head down to Atlantic, Virginia, where I'm at right now. It's really only 48 minutes away, so it's not too bad. Which is weird because it must be taking me another route, because this call came in before I left home. I got 2 calls at the same time, and it said I was 40 minutes from home. Sorry, I had someone calling me, but yeah, where I'm going in Atlantic, Virginia, from my home, it was 40 minutes. And then I drove 40 minutes in the opposite direction to Salisbury, but somehow from here to Atlantic, Virginia, it's only 48 minutes. So, like I said, it must be taking me some weird, obscure route that's going to save me a ton of time. So, not bad at all. 48-minute ride ahead of us. Let's get some gas, maybe grab a bite to eat, and let's head down there. The fan is running really slow. Disconnect's wired hot. And we got another bad cap. Check that out. Trouble is, do I have another 35.5? Guys, I have used a ton of capacitors this week before I've had time to replenish them. I got a 40x5. This is a 35 single oval contactor. I have a 35 7.5. Guys, either we're gonna have to do something weird here, or we'll have to put a 40x5 on until we get them, till we come back and change it out with a 35. Or I could do a 35 and a 5 together. Oops. So I could do a 35 and a 5 together. I think I'm going to elect to do the 40 and 5 and then just come back and put the right one on. Damn, that sucks. I've just been using so many capacitors. I usually carry two of the most basic ones, 2 30s, 2 35s, 2 40s, 2 45s. I've just been using them so much, I'm out of them all. Right up. One thing, it actually is a little weak out of the boxes, which most of these jards are. So, at least we're not full 40. Can't tell if the compressor's running on this one for how loud that guy is. Yeah, it's running. Alright. Let's check our fan amp draw. Which is going to be right here. That's not our fan. I think it was anyway. Our fan might come from down here. If that fan ain't pulling dick, I got the wrong wire. Yeah, that fan really ain't pulling dick. 0.37. It is making heat. It's already started to sweat a little bit, yeah. Suction line pretty warm. We got about an 82 degree house. Missing service cap here. Maybe. There we go. Alright, that's one after all. See, it's good to carry and keep a bunch of this old brass stuff. Holy crap, guys, we got 34 degrees of subcooling and 449 and rising head pressure. This thing's got a restriction. It's not that damn warm in the house. Draw is in line. Compressor RLA is like 14. 13.4. That's not an issue. She's got a crazy high subcooling and head pressure. And we're here in the shade too. So that's definitely peculiar. We have I don't think it's overcharged because our suction pressure is not crazy. 64 degrees suction line, 10 to 12 degrees is superheat. Look, our subcooling's going up. So I'm not even seeing a filter dryer on this thing unless it's inside the outdoor unit. But this might be a job for next week. Have to pump it down and see what's going on. I'm gonna look in the outdoor unit, make sure we have a filter dryer, but if not, we'll have to put one on it. If it doesn't, then I think we have a restricted TXV here. Weird stuff. Guys, that unit was put in with no filter dryer, which is odd. But so we know that's not the restriction point. So it's probably the TXV, but the guy didn't want me to dig into it too deep here on a Sunday, so I'm probably just gonna grab a TXV and go back there, see if we can re-diagnose this thing. It is both micro-channel indoor and out. Sometimes air temp around that time period were being stupid and giving us like a tube and fin outdoor with a micro-channel indoor, and it caused big time issues going from heating to cooling, but that's not the issue. So we probably have something going on with our TXV there. Like I said, I don't think it was a overcharge situation because our suction pressure wasn't too crazy. So I'm gonna go back with a new TXV and we'll see if that takes care of it. But we are headed down right now back to Salisbury, another 52 minutes from where I'm at, for another call. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on capacitors, guys. You guys think it's gonna be another capacitor? Let's find out. I should have some capacitors at the shop because I've been reordering them. So my order from Thursday should be there. So we're going to go there. And if anybody else has any capacitors in their bins, I'm grabbing them because I'm using capacitors left and right. Let's go find out. Guys, it was just buzzing when I pulled up to it. Oil, certainly filthy. I pulled the disconnect. See if we can go 3 for 3 on capacitors. Oh, 3 for 3. Tell you what, guys, capacitors don't like the heat. Check them out. Good and fat. It's got a 45 over 7.5. This motor takes a 5. So someone put the wrong cap on there. I wonder if it's even a 45. Well, guys, it is a 45 over 5. It should be. So, and I don't have one. So just like the last call, it's going up 5 microfarads. This one here is a 50 over 5. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get customers some air conditioning. So it is gonna get a 50 over 5. Added another one to the graveyard. Look at them all. Those are all in the past 2 days. Oh yeah, it's there. You guys just finished up with that one. Sorry about the AC noise, I need it. I had another one come in, but the guy thinks he's got it figured out. He reset it. It's a system that we actually installed, a 3-zone carrier ductless. Like I said, I think the guy thinks he's got it figured out. So he said he'll call me back if he needs me. I really hope he doesn't, because that's about, from my location now, about an hour and 20 minutes from me, and then turn around 2 hours back to my house. So that would really jam me up if anything else came in locally. But I do have one guy who works with me that said he would help out. I don't know if he is or not, but I don't want to have to make that call. So either way, that was the last one that I have so far. If I restart this video, then I'll have another one. Well, I think we all knew that that wasn't going to be it for the day. So we're headed out to a service call right now in a system we installed, I believe, in 2016, 2017, something like that. Bryant heat pump system. It's not cooling. Last year, I actually replaced the TXV and filter dryer in this system, and I did a video on it. Very, very hot in the attic. I think I did it in like July, and it just sucked. It was so hot up there, and she had tons of stuff in the attic. I was like, I had to clear space even to get to the air handler, but you know, it is what it is, guys. You know, you pick your battles with customers. So, but we're headed out there right now. They said it's running, but it's not cooling, so I'm not sure if just the fan's running. If we're 4 for 4 on capacitors today, guys, that would be crazy, but we'll find out. But who knows? But like I said, headed out there right now, unit running, not cooling. Let's go. Alright, fan is running, compressor is not. Guys, if this is another capacitor, I swear to God, that would be hilarious. Well, I really hope it's a capacitor, because I don't want it to be a bad compressor. That is for sure. This is a very good customer of ours, and it is the mother of one of our plumbers. So one of our senior plumbers, he's worked for the company just as long as I have, going on 11 years. So definitely want to get his mother some cooling. All right, got the screws loose. I guess 2016 is when we put this in. Okay, well, the capacitor is intact anyway. Let's check it. So it's a 45.5. All right, disengage. Hey, at least I'm in the shade, so that's good. Disengage. Pull. Pull. Switch over to microfarads. Let's see. We got one cha, and then one here. Oh, well, it would help if I was on microfarads. I'm on ohms. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. And it's another capacitor. 4 for 4 on capacitors today, guys. All right, guys, we are officially almost out of the normal capacitors, so we're gonna do a 30 by 5 and then a 15 to make 45 and get this customer some. All right, guys, we got our 15 up here, jumped down to our 30. Let's just check it real quick, see what we got. So between there and there, we should have 45. 44.79, so that's close enough. Okay, one thing I learned today, I need to start carrying more capacitors on the truck. All right, let's get the rest of this capacitor hooked up and get this thing back on. All right. Everything's hooked back up. Band iron here, band iron here. I took advantage of a little right here, and then just put a piece of band iron on it. This probably won't stay like this. I'll probably come back with the correct capacitor, so it's good. But gotta do what you gotta do, guys. Let's see. Oh, lift off. Welcome to the capacitor graveyard, guys. Every one of these capacitors has popped since Friday. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different capacitors. Not to mention the ones I did during normal business on Thursday. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. And there's my thumbnail. You guys, I haven't been this slammed on the weekend in a while. While I was finishing up with that one, 2 more came in, and it's just after 5 o'clock Sunday evening. One of them is actually an existing customer. The other one that came in is not an existing customer. However, he would like to wait till tomorrow. You know, on the weekends they pay a premium. It's time and a half, and for each hour. So I like to prepare the customer for that and be upfront with them about what their minimum bill will be just to have me come out there on after hours. And the customer elected to wait till tomorrow, our first availability, to save some money there. So, and that's fine with me because that's one less I have to do today. So, well, let's go over and check this one out, guys. If we are 5 for 5 on capacitors today, I'm going to give something away. I'll tell you that right now. If you're still watching this video, if I'm going to this call right now and we have a bad capacitor, for one, I'm in trouble because I am very low on capacitors. We'll have to do something crazy to get this guy going. But 2, I know I got something in here. I'm going to give it away. So comment below. If this thing's a bad capacitor, I'm giving something on this truck away. So don't forget to comment below. I'll pick a comment. We are working some, because if we weren't, it'd be a lot warmer up here. I think the air handler is up through here. Got barely any air trickling through. I'm gonna have to see if this thing's froze up. Sorry guys, it's not gonna be a capacitor. All right, this is the one here. Tell you what, it's making tons of heat. Holy crap, this thing is making tons of heat. And there's barely any air coming out. It's coming out here, just not up here. I wonder if we got a dirty condenser. It doesn't appear filthy, but that's my first thought. See, this one's discharging plenty. This one is an older R22 system, I do believe. R22 from 2003. So let's hook our gauges up. This thing's going to have immense head pressure. There's got to be at least 100, 130, 140 degree air coming out of here. It's crazy. And of course, that doesn't work. Shit. Got one over here though. That one does work even though it leaks like a sieve. First, I'm going to check the head pressure first, even though I'm pretty sure that's the problem. All right, so R22, and we're at 325 PSI, 131 degree suction line. All right, let's watch this condenser. Most of the pine shats out of here. I'm going to vacuum the rest of them out, because if not, we're just going to make mud down there, and it's going to suck. So I got the shop vac out here. Let's get it back. Guys, got most of the pine shats cleaned out of there. Now we can wash the coil without making a bunch of mud. All right, we're gonna blow from the inside out. See what we got. Well, it's coming through. Looks pretty crummy though. Pull this compressor down. I burned my arm on this compressor twice. You can see that is barely anything coming through there. That's all right, guys. We're gonna get her cleaned up. All right, we got her cleaner, and we got the compressor cooled down immensely. I can actually touch it now. Yeah, got the coil a whole lot cleaner. Got water spraying through it evenly now. The drainage sucks right here, but we're gonna put this back together, get a fire back up. All right, we're gonna let the coil dry before we check our charge again, but it's definitely discharging air a lot better now. Not perfect. I still don't feel any right here like this one's doing, but it's a whole lot better. Before it was only coming out like right here. And this is an OEM motor, so I don't believe it's turning backwards. It's pretty dry now. Let's take a look. So the liquid line's still around 106, but I can live with that. Head pressure is 100 pounds lower. Subcoolant 7. Suction line temperature is still pretty high, which it will be for a little while. Alright guys, we're looking a little bit better. Suction line temperature is coming down, superheat's better. I did add a little bit of refrigerant. The system is asking for 15 degrees of subcoolant. 15 degrees, so that subcoolant does not scare me one bit. You know, head pressure is still high, but we're definitely running a lot better. Suction line temperature is coming down even better, so this thing's kind of, what is it doing, bouncing around? I don't know, but I do like that suction line temperature coming down, that's for sure. Because when I checked the split up there, I only had like a 10 degree, 11 degree split. Alright guys, I think we fixed this one. Alright guys, so very dirty condenser coil there. I knew it right away by how much heat it was putting out, and the air just coming right out the side of the condenser fan. So got the coil washed up, and then I still had a crap split though, even though I had a lot lower pressure. So it was a little low on charge. Went ahead and added a little bit of charge. Got that suction line temperature coming down, and it's definitely working a lot better now. So the owner of that house is actually our lawyer for our company. He handles all of our business legal stuff. Pretty old guy though. I think he's almost quasi-retired, but he's very old, very dry, very right to the point kind of guy. But I like him. He's a cool guy. He's got two houses. He's got a house in Fenwick Island, Delaware, which is his beach house, and then this house here in Salisbury, Maryland. He was at the beach house for about a week or so, and then he came back. He came home to this, so that's why he called. And a guy like that, when he calls, very good friend of the company, the lawyer of the company, we're gonna go. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. If anything else comes in tonight, I'm probably not gonna film it unless it's something bizarre and crazy. Plus, I'll probably be too pissed off to film it anyway because I'm ready to just go home. It's about 6:30, going on 6:30 Sunday afternoon. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll try to be back next week with more videos. I'm gonna try to get this one edited and back up tonight so you guys can have some viewing pleasure on Sunday evening. Later.